Once again, good morning to all of you guys. Sorry for the disturbance. Almost हमने अपना 20 minutes गवा दिया. No problem. So now voice is clear or not? The last time I'm asking to you whether my voice is clear or not. Good morning, Ravi. Good morning, Sagar. Sorry for the disturbance. एक्चुअली आज ये सेटिंग थोड़ी सी पहली बार और कल की ट्रायल और आज ट्रायल में बहुत फर्क हो गया. ओके, स्टार्ट करें सब लोग. ओके, सो those who are not knowing me, for them my name is Mrigank Sir. I'm expert in GATE ESE and only for the technical exam, especially for the subjects like environmental engineering, fluid mechanics, open channel flow. And I have done my master in environmental engineering from NIT Warangal. And from that onwards, I'm continuously in this teaching field. I have 1 year teaching, 1 year project training or internship, yeah, whatever you say. It's industrial experience in BARC, that is Bhava Atomic Research Center. And here, if you are going for Unacademy subscription part, you can use my code MRI10. So to get not only 10% off, to get my mentorship in your preparation. Suraj is asking open channel flow में ही आता है sir. Suraj, I'm not getting what you're asking. This subject, this topic is totally related to open channel flow. आपको thumbnail में दिख गया होगा. Okay, you already have seen that part in a thumbnail. Okay, so let's go to the next slide, guys, because most of the guys are having doubt about what is the plus subscription or what is YouTube, what we are providing in that. So what is difference between that? Just to clear that your doubt, the Unacademy Plus subscription is having 5 or 6 benefit. That's something I want to quote it. The first benefit is the structured live class. You will get everything on time, everything on dedicated time, or everything with a higher quality faculties. Second thing is the course. Crash course we have, again we have classroom course, again we have rank improvement batch. So all these 3 courses you are getting at the same time. You don't need to pay anything extra for that. ये हमारी सबसे बड़ी बेनिफिट है. आपको रैंक इंप्रूवमेंट बैच भी 15 से स्टार्ट हो रही है और आप सब लोग जानते भी हैं उसके बारे में. जो लोग नहीं जानते हैं मैं उनके लिए बता रहा हूँ कि 15th रैंक इंप्रूवमेंट बैच इज गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. I think today only that day 15th, and crash course that also free, no need of to pay anything extra. And next benefit is that those who are from South India, for them we have English and Hindi course both. And the doubt clearing session, after every 3 lecture we have a dedicated session only for doubt clearing, that you can post your doubt, whatever doubt you can post it. And the weekly test part, that's very good thing, because in a weekly test part you can access yourself how much you are knowledgeable in that, like after 1 week आपने कितना पढ़ा, how much you studied. These all things you can evaluate just by giving the weekly test. So that is for assessment purpose. C47 Subham Singh, I will discuss each and every about OCF. Just wait for a few minutes. Now coming to the batch, this you can see overview of a best batch courses. Similarly, we will find for civil engineering also. This slide actually I want to show you, because in this slide you can see the diagram part, because in Unacademy Plus we can easily make the diagram very easily. We can, as an educator I am telling you, it's very easy to make the diagram. It's very easy to go online also. So that's so much. This 20 minutes जो आपको problem आई, that problem will never come in Unacademy part. So these are the things. Everything will be in structured format. That means you are more interested toward study. That means you are more interested toward study. Okay, now coming to the doubt clearing part, as I told you, you can go for live poll also. You can have a leaderboard option. You can post a picture directly in that session, and then you can enjoy that, like, sir, how to go with that, or how can I explain that part. You can directly ask the faculty. This is the best part of an academy thing. Now coming to the PK gold type thing, like it's Unacademy is not only giving GATE and ESE. It is for from 9th class to UPSC IES exam. So if anybody is preparing for any exam, you can definitely tell him about Unacademy part. And fees, it's very nominal fees, guys. It's very nominal fees. Thing is that if you use code MRI10, you will get 10% off also. That's the extra benefit. But don't use this code to get only 10% off. Use this code if you want my mentorship, if you want my guidance in your preparation. In your preparation, if you want me to be with you in your guidance, in your preparation, then you can use this code MRI10. So I hope this point is very clear, and this cost is very nominal. If you compare with the offline classes, it's very normal. Okay, it will come around 50 to 60 rupees per day. It's very normal, guys. Now coming to those boys who are asking for or girls who are asking for, sir, at a time I cannot give this much money. For them, we have a credit card EMI option as well as debit card EMI option. You can choose that and you can avail that. The only thing which we want is you to study anyhow, in any way. So in that way, whatever things we can do to help you, whatever things we can do to support you, we will do. We will do that. और विल गो टू द टुडेज सेशन और विल गो टू द टुडेज सेशन। तो अभी तक जितने लोग आए हैं सबसे जल्दी लोग फटाफट सबसे पहले अपनी लाइक बटन दबा के प्रेजेंटेशन बता दीजिए। यू ऑल गाइस हैव टू प्रेस द लाइक बटन एंड शो योर प्रेजेंटेशन। मेरे को वहीं से पता चलेगा आप कितने परसेंट हो। और अब कहानी शुरू होगी ओपन चैनल फ्लो की। नाउ द स्टोरी इज बिगिनिंग and this topic, what is the importance of this topic, everything I will discuss with you, everything. Okay, you all guys have to click on the like button to show your presentation. So some people are having doubt about, sir, ESE में कितना marks आता है? Everything I will clear to you. Everything I will clear to you. Don't worry, everything will be get cleared. Okay, so let's start, guys. You all know this topic is open channel flow. आपने कहाँ देखा? Where you have seen this? That is everything I will discuss with you. Now, main part which you are very much impatiently waiting for, that is how much marks will come, sir? How much marks will come? तो ओपन चैनल फ्लो का अगर आपको, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट ओपन चैनल फ्लो, फर्स्ट थिंग इज गेट. So gate you will find 3 to 5 marks. Sometime they will give you 2 marks 2 question, or sometime they will give you, generally they will give you 2 marks 1 question and 1 marks of 1 question. So 1 marks का 1 question और 2 marks का 1 question, ऐसा देते हैं generally trend. But sometime they will give you 2 marks 2 question also. That also can happen with the open channel flow. Coming to the next part, that's something you are asking, ESE engineering service exam. So engineering service exam में आपको, it can ask be like 15-20 marks and sometime more than that also. So it's very much important topic for you if you are going for GATE and ESE, and not only GATE and ESE, if you are going for SSC also, okay. SSC में आपको भी बहुत ज्यादा, SSC का एग्जैक्ट नहीं बोलूंगा because SSC it's very a lot, but you will get enough amount of enough question of open channel flow. So I have changed the line thickness. I have changed. I think now it's visible to all of you. Any doubt? So generally you guys are motivating just because of marks, but my question is, my thinking is, don't get motivated with the marks. Marks will come if you study good. Marks will come if you understand OCF good. So only thing which I want to ask, where you have seen open channel flow? See, this session is going to be very much interactive for you. आपको interactive session रखना होगा, and that only it is going to be beneficial for you. So my question is to all of you, where you have seen open channel flow? Before going to the next slide, I'm just asking you guys, because these things, this marks is not motivation for me to teach. My motivation is where you have utilized this concept in a real life. or where you have seen? Can you give me some example of open channel flow? NGP black background is suitable. I think most of the guys are telling about that background. So that is the reason we have changed. If you all will feel the problem in black background, then again we will change that. No problem. But right now it's black only. For today's class, it will be black only. Very good. So some of guys are replying, sir, river, canal, irrigation canal. So many things are coming. Oh, very good, very good, very good. River formation. सूरज गेट एंड ईएसई में न्यूमेरिकल्स या कैसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं? See, if you are going for IS prelims, you will find mostly theoretically question. Okay, but if you are going for mains, it will be a numerical question. It can be a numerical question. So that we will discuss in between. Start from a starting point. I cannot tell you that this question will come or this question will come. As we go on, I will tell you what topic is important, in where this question will come, what type of question will come. Everything I will discuss with you. So many of guys have told me that, sir, we have drainage system, we have river, we have irrigation canal. These all are open channel flow. These all are open channel flow. So can I ask one thing? Can I ask one thing? Kaushik, you are telling my writing is not visible. Now it will be visible. I have changed my thickness of that line. So first of all, I introduce about ESE. So ESE, it can be more than 20 marks also. GATE ESE, it will be in between 3 to 5 marks. And for SSC, enough question, because it vary a lot. I'm not giving you exact data, but enough question will come from open channel flow. Enough question will come from open channel flow. Okay. Okay, Kaushik, I have taken your request. From tomorrow onwards, we'll work on it. Okay. So now my question is to all of you: what is the unique thing which you have found in open channel flow? That's the one thing which you have found in all the open channel flow. Or how can you identify open channel flow? If I have to identify open channel flow, how can you identify that part? For example, I am giving to you. For example, I am giving to you. I'm giving you 4 diagram, and I want to ask you in which diagram open channel flow is going on. So this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. Can you guys tell me in which diagram open channel flow is going or happening, or in which diagram open channel flow is not happening? Tell me. Tell me, guys, fast. 2 and 3 open channel flow is happening. 2 and 3 open channel flow is happening, and 1 and 4 open channel flow is not happening. That's what you guys are telling mostly. That's what you guys are telling mostly. So in 2 and 3 open channel flow is happening, and in 1 and 4 open channel flow is not happening. Okay, some of you guys are telling, sir, in 1, 2, 3 open channel flow is happening, but in 4 open channel flow is not happening. So what is the main thing which you have seen in this diagram is this line. And this line is what? This line we call as free surface. I have introduced one word, that's something we call as free surface. I will give you definition of that, but right now just understand what is free surface. I'm just giving you a small and clear definition to all of you. Free surface is the interface between Free surface is the interface between a moving liquid, in our case that is water, So free surface is the interface between a moving liquid and a overlying fluid medium, So that overlying fluid medium is nothing but air, that is atmospheric air. So wherever you will find a fluid is moving, that fluid here it's water, so wherever the water is moving and over that air is overlying, so that's something, that interface we call as free surface. And this interface we will find in every diagram. Like first diagram you will find here, this is the interface, because this is air and this is water. Here also this is water, this is air. So this is the interface. This is the identification marks of open channel flow. You can find, or you can tell, or you can explain, or you can find out, or you can select the open channel flow just by seeing this free surface. So what happens with this fourth diagram? Why this is not an open channel flow? This is the question. What happened with this fourth diagram? I think I have already told you in environment part while explaining the design of sewer that what is difference between a pipe flow and a flow in pipe. What is difference between pipe flow and flow in pipe? This difference already I told you. Yes or no? क्या difference होता है pipe flow में और flow in pipe में? This difference already I told you. Yes or no? So in that four, if you notice, full flow is happening, and whenever in pipe full flow is happening, we call as pipe flow. And whenever in a pipe full flow is happening, that flow will not be because of gravity, that flow will be because of pressure. And pressure flow, in that pressure flow you will not find a perfect free surface. Are you able to find out that free surface in this diagram? No. Here you are able to find out, here you are able to find out, here you are able to find out. So in 1, 2, 3 diagram you are able to find out that free surface, but in 4 diagram you are not able to find out that free surface. And that is the reason friends, in the fourth diagram it's not a open channel flow, it's a pipe flow. So whether you have understood or not, this point you have understood or not. So free surface is the identification marks. To find out whether your flow is, free surface is the identification marks to find out whether your flow is open channel flow or not. So क्या आपको open channel flow समझ में आ गया? Whether you have understood what is open channel flow, how can I identify that part? Simple thing. I'm going with the basic first. Because next 15 days I will be continuously teaching you the open channel flow concept, and there if you lack the basic part, it will be a problem for me to teach. So I will discuss all the basics part first. So you have understood the free surface, you have understood what is open channel flow, how can we identify that part, these all things you have understood. Now see, free surface is the interface, but not all interface we call as free surface. Only that interface in which a moving medium, that is water in our case, when a moving medium is overlined by air or overlined by a gas, that's something we call as free surface. Like if you are mixing air and if you are mixing oil and water, in that also one interface will be there, but that interface we cannot call as free surface. बात समझ में आई? Shailesh is having doubts, sir. One क्या है, pipe flow या flow in pipe? That is flow in pipe. Pipe तो है ना, और pipe के अंदर flow कर रहा है, so that is flow in pipe. But in that pipe, flow is not going through full depth. It is going through partial depth, and whenever it is a partial flow, air will enter. Air will enter means that moving water is overlined by air, and in that case we call this is a free surface, and that free surface it is called as open channel flow. Yes, Lakshmi, your point is clear. In a pipe flow, we call pipe flow when the flow is full. Whenever the flow will be full, it's because of pressure. The dominating force will be pressure. And whenever the pipe is not full, that means some air is present in that, or air is overlaid. So in that case, in that case we call as open channel flow. In that case we call as open channel flow. Is it clear everything? Everything is clear or not? I'm going through very basic thing, guys. So if you have any doubt, please ask. Yes, very good, Hacker Khan. The first case, the example is sewer line. That I will introduce you, that I will tell you, but as Hacker Khan is telling, I'm just quoting that part. Top portion close हो या open हो, no effect. We only want a moving liquid. समझिए, we only want a moving liquid और उसके ऊपर एक overlying fluid medium, and above that we want a overlying fluid medium. That's the only thing we want. That's the only thing we want. Okay. ओपन क्लोज है, वो ओपन है, नो नीड. हमको एक ही चीज देखना है, इसलिए मैंने बोला, दैट्स द रीजन आई टोल्ड यू, wherever you are finding free surface, directly you can blindly tell this is the open channel flow. But you have to be very clear about the definition of the free surface. What is free surface? I'm just telling you again. If you want, you can note it down. Free surface is the interface between. This point is very important, guys. Free surface is the interface between a moving liquid. Everyone note it down. I'm giving the definition of free surface. Free surface is the interface between a moving liquid and a overlying fluid medium full stop. On the free surface, everyone write down. On the free surface, pressure will be uniform. On the free surface, pressure will be uniform and constant. Also, you can say uniform and constant throughout the length of flow. Throughout the length of flow. Is it clear? क्या बात समझ में आ गई? Is it clear? Point समझ में आ गया? Below that write down, guys, everyone. In civil engineering, that moving liquid is water. In civil engineering, that moving liquid is water. And the overlying fluid medium is atmospheric air. Nothing happened, Lakshmi. This class started 20 minutes delay because of some technical issues. So nothing you missed. Fluid medium will be air, and the water, in our case, in civil engineering, the water will be the liquid will be water. Okay. चलिए अब next part पे आइए. That is a reference book. This is the only reference book I will tell you to refer. Other book you don't need to refer. That's the only book. That is Flow in Open Channel by K. Subramanya. Why I am telling this book? Because this book is written by Indian author. This K. Subramanya is Dr. K. Subramanya. Don't say K. Subramanya only. Dr. K. Subramanya is very good in teaching also. He's an IIT Kharagpur professor, and he wrote this book, and it's very good book for open channel flow. Other than this, don't refer any other book, because mostly the open channel flow book will be written by a foreigner and all, and their understanding will be little bit different as of Indian scenario. So I only prefer Indian author's book. So that is the K. Subramanya book, because they can in that book you can relate with the Indian situation. It's very good book to read. Okay. So other than class, if you want read something to read in open channel flow, you can go with that. But if you are preparing for GATE, ESE and all, it's my suggestion, don't use too much book. otherwise it will be a problem for you. You have to understand that each and every subject will be have a definite marks. Like मेरे साथ क्या होता था, like whatever subject I want to, whatever the subject I want, I'm very interested in that, मैं उस subject को बहुत पढ़ लेता था. I will read a lot. So that's the my disadvantage. Okay, ये मेरे कॉलेज में डिसएडवांटेज रहती थी. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई लाइक ओपन चैनल फ्लो, मैं उसको बहुत पढ़ता था. ये बहुत ही डिसएडवांटेज वाला पार्ट होता है. दिस इज वेरी 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 डिसएडवांटेज पार्ट. ओके, इज दैट क्लियर गाइस? इज दैट पॉइंट इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? ओके, चलिए नेक्स्ट पार्ट पे आते हैं. नेक्स्ट पार्ट आप जल्दी जल्दी से आप ही लोग बता दीजिए. ऑलरेडी यू हैव टोल्ड दैट पार्ट. सो दैट इज रियल लाइफ एप्लीकेशन. रियल लाइफ एप्लीकेशन. So whatever real life application I am going to use, that will be related to civil engineering. One of the example you told, that is irrigation canal. Irrigation canal. I think morning you have irrigation class also. First one is the irrigation canal. Second thing is flow in river or stream. Third one is what? Can anybody guess me the third one? First two thing I told, irrigation canal. Second thing is the flow in river or stream. Can you guys tell me the third one? Can you guys tell me the third one? Very good, Salesh, very good. Flow in sewer. Already this part I have explained to you in environmental engineering. Flow in sewer. So these three examples basically you have to remember: irrigation canal, flow in river and stream, and in sewer. And with that, other things also there, like if rain is happening, if rain is occurring, in that case you will find so many open channels, the flow in that rain also, the flow in the nearby drain pipes also, that also open channel flow, these three real life application, why I have written this part, because these are very important for you to understand. Other than this, there is so many, we have a lot of real life example where you have seen open channel flow is happening. So is that point is clear to all of you? Because we are moving to the next slide, the definition part. So till now, whatever we have discussed, I think definition part is already clear to you. But again, I am clearing that part. Yes, Avinash, flow in barrage, river, everywhere we only go for open channel flow. इसीलिए open channel flow आपके topic में आया है. That is the reason we are discussing too much about open channel flow. Okay, that is the reason we are discussing about open channel flow. So coming to the definition part, understand this part, guys. Open channel flow is a conduit in which flow takes place due to gravity. Open channel is a conduit. Conduit means pipe in which flow takes place due to gravity. Now again the basic concept. If gravity is happening, if the flow is because of gravity, which law will be useful? Yeah, which dimensionless number will be useful? Can you guys tell me? If you all have studied the FM part, then you can definitely tell that. If you have not, then it's okay, no problem, I will tell you that. Can you guys tell me, if flow is due to gravity, which dimensionless number will be helpful for us to define that? Which dimensionless number will be helpful for us to define that? Continuity is not a dimensionless number, Vinash. I am asking about dimensionless number. मैं आज आपके पहले बेसिक क्लियर करूंगा, क्योंकि आगे बाद में आप मेरे को बेसिक में परेशान करोगे. टुडे आई विल क्लियर मोस्ट ऑफ द बेसिक पार्ट ऑफ यू. ठीक है, चलिए, यू ऑल गाइज टोल्ड दैट इट्स अ फ्राउड नंबर, इट्स नथिंग बट फ्राउड नंबर। आज हम समझते हैं फ्राउड नंबर इसको क्यों है, व्हाई फ्राउड नंबर इज रिलेटेबल विथ ओपन चैनल फ्लो, दैट वी विल अंडरस्टैंड। सो फ्राउड नंबर को क्या बोलते हैं? इट्स रेशियो ऑफ inertial force upon gravity force, inertial force upon gravity force. So first of all we have to find out what is inertial force. Inertial force मतलब क्या होता है? फॉर्मूला आपको पता है, F इक्वल टू ma, m को मैं क्या लिख सकता हूं? रो इंटू क्यू लिख सकता हूं, आपको पता है, रो इंटू क्यू लिख सकता हूं क्या? लेकिन ये तब लिख सकता हूं जब आपको वॉल्यूम को ये जो आपका एक्सेलेरेशन है इसको आप वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम करोगे, दिस टाइम आई एम टेकिंग लाइक दिस। सो अगर जिसको ये पार्ट पे डाउट आ रहा है मैं उसको फिर से एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूं, आई नो सम पीपल विल गेट डाउट हियर। लुक एट हियर, फ्राउड नंबर इक्वल टू inertial force upon gravity force। सबसे पहली बात हो रही है inertial force की, तो फॉर्मूला होगा, okay, I will write on the right side part, thank you for suggestion। So what is Fi? First of all, that is mass into acceleration, और आपको पता है एक्सेलेरेशन को आप वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम लिख सकते हो। दिस मास अपॉन टाइम वी कैन राइट एज मास रेट ऑफ फ्लो, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, आपने एफएम में पढ़ा है, क्या पढ़ा है कि डिस्चार्ज को हम दो तरीके से बताते हैं, डिस्चार्ज अगर आपको ध्यान नहीं हो तो दो तरीके से बताते हैं, दिस इज डिस्चार्ज। एक होता है आपका Q जिसको आप सब लोग जानते हो, वॉल्यूम अपॉन टाइम, और दूसरा आपका होता है m डॉट जो होता है मास अपॉन टाइम। ये आपका जो m डॉट है ना, दिस इज मास रेट ऑफ फ्लो, ठीक है। तो मास रेट ऑफ फ्लो अगर आप लिख रहे हो तो आप यहाँ पे इरेजर डालने की जरूरत नहीं, मतलब ये जो T डालने की जरूरत नहीं है। इज दैट क्लियर? Lakshmi, this Q is volume upon time, and this mass rate of flow is mass upon time. Okay, is that clear? ठीक है, बात समझ में आई? अब Fi इक्वल टू क्या हो गया? m इंटू वी बाई टी। नाउ m डॉट यू कैन राइट एज रो इंटू क्यू। कैसे लिख सकते हो? आपको पता है कि मास इक्वल टू क्या होता है? रो इंटू वॉल्यूम, mass equal to density into volume upon time. Now volume upon time is Q. So you can directly write as rho into Q into V. अब आपको पता है कि discharge equal to क्या होता है? A into V. Discharge equal to A into V. So then finally you can write as rho A V square. Directly you will put it here. यहाँ डालिए डायरेक्टली, क्या होगा इनर्शियल फॉर्मूला का? रो ए वी स्क्वायर अपॉन व्हाट इज ग्रेविटी फोर्स? ग्रेविटी फोर्स को क्या लिखेंगे हम? मास इंटू एम जी। सो एम इंटू जी, मास इंटू ग्रेविटी। यहां तक बात समझ में आई? यहां तक कोई डाउट? यस और नो? ओके, सो वी आर मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। फ्राउड नंबर इक्वल टू क्या लिखा आपने? रूट अंडर रो ए वी स्क्वायर अपॉन एम इंटू जी। अब इसी के आगे देखते हैं क्या कर सकते हैं, और इसके साथ हम तो एफ आर इक्वल टू लिख सकते हैं रो ए वी स्क्वायर, मास वी कैन चेंज इनटू, क्या चेंज कर सकते हैं? रो इंटू वॉल्यूम, और वॉल्यूम क्या होता है आपका? एरिया इंटू लेंथ इंटू जी। नाउ दिस रो एंड रो विल गेट कैंसल आउट, ए एंड ए विल ऑल्सो गेट कैंसल आउट, यू आर रिमेनिंग विथ रूट अंडर वी स्क्वायर अपॉन एल जी, रूट अंडर वी स्क्वायर अपॉन एल जी। सो एफ आर इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा? V अपॉन एफ आर इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा, वी अपॉन, यहाँ देखिए एफ आर इक्वल टू क्या होगा, वी अपॉन रूट अंडर एल इंटू जी, एल इंटू जी। सो ये था आपका फ्राउड नंबर का फॉर्मूला, दिस इज द नंबर, दिस इज द फ्राउड नंबर लॉ, एंड विद दैट, with this fraud law, your open channel flow is governed. As you know that open channel flow, the flow is because of gravity, and if the flow is because of gravity, fraud number will be applicable, fraud law will be applicable. fraud number का फॉर्मूला कैसे आता है, v अपॉन रूट अंडर एल जी, यही आपको कहीं कहीं दिखता होगा, v अपॉन रूट अंडर जी डी, दैट l की जगह उन्होंने d रिप्रेजेंट किया है, मैंने l रिप्रेजेंट किया है, बेसिकली वो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स लेंथ है, और वो हर एक इवन सर्कुलर एंड नॉन सर्कुलर के लिए अलग अलग होगा. This L value will be different for circular as well as for non-circular. If you are going for circular, this L will be equal to D, diameter of that. Okay? So ये चीजें मैं आपको आगे बताता जाऊंगा. Now you have understood what is the formula of Froude number? Yes or no? Now you guys have understood how to find out that Froude number formula, because most of you guys have mug up this formula. आप directly इस formula को mug up कर लेते हो. V equal to F R equal to V upon root under LG. Now at least you can understand how this formula came. And it's a simple derivation. It's not very difficult derivation to understand. It's very, very simple derivation. Yes or no? I want all of you to reply whether you have understood this derivation or not. I want all of you to reply whether you have understood this definition or not. Now you don't have to mug up that part. अब आपको ये चीजें mug up करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Similarly, we will learn for Reynolds number also, but in our case, this in our open channel flow, right now it's not required to discuss Reynolds number, so I will not discuss with you that. That part I will discuss you in fluid mechanics again, and there also I will explain you why that Reynolds number formula came, rho v d upon mu. वो मैं वहाँ discuss कर लूँगा. Here I think you all have understood what is Froude number, that is v upon root under Lg, and this L value will change whether it's a circular section or non-circular section. That I will tell you when it will change and how it will change. That I will tell you later. Is that clear? Anybody having any doubt? They can ask me, or else I will go to the next part. Or else I will go to the next part. Faizan is asking, sir, in open channel flow, how dia will come? Faizan, as I told you, right now I have only given you the derivation of the Froude number formula. I will tell you in detail why diameter will come in circular section and why diameter will not come, or what thing will come in non-circular section. I will tell you that. Don't worry. Sales acceleration velocity by time होती है, and Q is volume by time. Sales for you, acceleration is velocity by time बेटा, और जो Q है that is volume by time. Is that clear? Is that clear to all of you? Shall I proceed? इंटरेस्टिंग से पढ़ेंगे बेटा. इस ओपन चैनल फ्लो में मैं कोई भी चीजें, नथिंग आई विल टेल यू टू मग अप एज सेम थिंग एज इन्वायरमेंटल इंजीनियरिंग. मैं इन्वायरमेंटल इंजीनियरिंग में भी किसी को कोई चीज रखने नहीं बोलता हूँ. ओपन चैनल फ्लो में भी आई विल नॉट टेल यू एनीथिंग टू मग अप. ईच एंड एवरीथिंग आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू इन सच ए वे दैट वो आपको याद हो जाएंगी. अगर आप बिल्कुल भी कान खुले छोड़े हो अपने यहाँ इस क्लास में, इट विल बी easy for you to remember and understand. Okay, now understand the next part. As you are continuously telling about open channel flow and pipe flow. So what we have to do is we have to understand how that open channel flow is different from pipe flow. Like if I want to understand you guys, then I have to differentiate, or I have to compare with other guys ना. ये comparison तो आती है. Real life में this comparison will come. So in open channel flow also this comparison came. So that is the next topic for you guys. Difference between open channel flow and pipe flow. Difference between open channel flow and pipe flow. Are you getting my point? Just to give you example, for example, some things you are telling solid, something you are telling solid. Why you are telling that solid? Because it is different than liquid. because it is different than liquid. Or something you are telling liquid or fluid. Why you are telling that is fluid? But because that is different from solid. So you have a preset mindset setup about solid, that whenever I touch a solid, it will not move. But whenever you touch a fluid, whenever you are touching, that means you are giving some shear stress, it will move. It will move. Is that clear or not, guys? Is that clear or not? Are you aware of what is the difference between solid and liquid? That's something it's needed here. क्या आप सब लोग solid और liquid के लिए aware हो? What is the difference between these two? If you are not aware, I will explain you that part also, because that is very much necessary for me to understand, or you to understand, not me. Are you aware of that, guys? Duration of class will be 9:30 to 11, Faizan. It will be 1 hour 30-minute session. Okay. Now understand the next part. As I told you that in open channel flow, free surface is the identification marks. Free surface is the identification marks. So Sally is asking, sir, पाइप फ्लो में प्रेशर चाहिए होता है एंड वाटर फ्लो के लिए एंड फुल फ्लो होता है, पर ओसीएफ में ग्रेविटी के थ्रू फ्लो होता है. See, always I told you, flow is always from total energy difference. जहां पे ज्यादा हो वहीं पे flow होगी. Wherever the high total energy head is there, wherever the low total energy head is there, in that only the flow will occur. In pipe flow, what happens? Gravity force is a lesser part and the pressure force is the dominating part. That is the reason we are telling in pipe flow pressure force is dominating, and that is the reason sometimes you have seen that pressure is flowing from high pressure to low pressure. But that line is only valid for pipe flow. In open channel flow, if you see that river, जस्ट टू गिव यू एग्जांपल, आप अगर रिवर को देख रहे हो, सो आप उत्तराखंड में देखो, या फिर आप फॉर एग्जांपल गंगा को आप उत्तराखंड में देखो. इफ यू सी द गंगा इन उत्तराखंड, नेक्स्ट वन इज यूपी पटना, wherever you will see the pressure, the free surface pressure, the upper pressure, it will be atmospheric pressure only, because it's open to atmosphere, so pressure will be same. Pressure can't change, and if pressure cannot change, the only thing remaining is the gravity flow. और वो भी मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा कि ग्रेविटी फ्लो से भी क्यों होता है. दैट्स समथिंग आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू इन अ मैथमेटिकल वे, सो डोंट नीड टू वरी राइट नाउ. So Lakshmi is having doubts, sir, what is liquid, what is fluid? See, fluid means it can include liquid as well as gas. Fluid means anything which flow. Anything which flow. It can be liquid, it can be gas. So basically we have two types, solid and fluid. Nowadays plasma is the next thing that is also coming, but right now we will not discuss about plasma and all. Basically it's two things, solid and fluid. In that fluid, liquid and gas both will come. In that fluid, liquid and gas both will come. Is that clear, guys? Anything extra you want to add? चलिए तो अब आइए फर्स्ट डिफरेंस समझते हैं, then we'll go to the next part. First understand the first definition. First difference, that is free surface. Definition already I have given to you. Now below that you have to tell me, already I have explained to you. Below that write down two point I will write down in everything. The first thing you have to write down in OCF. Everyone write down in OCF. In OCF, free surface will be present. In OCF, free surface will be present. In OCF, free surface will be present. And the pressure is always constant and uniform. And the pressure is always constant and uniform. And the pressure is always constant and uniform throughout the motion. Throughout the motion. This is all line. This everything is about OCF. ये line मैंने OCF के लिए लिखवाया. Below that write down for pipe flow. See, हम difference check कर रहे हैं, तो I will tell you more detail about open channel flow. But मैं pipe flow के लिए बस एक से single line बोलूंगा, एक से दो line बस बोलूंगा. So write down in a pipe flow. In a pipe flow, guys, pressure can be positive and negative also. Pressure can be positive and negative also. Pressure can be positive as well as negative also. And there is no such thing like free surface. There is no such thing like free surface. There is no such thing like free surface. वहां free surface type की कोई चीजें नहीं होती हैं pipe flow में. And if I will tell you about negative pressure, can you guys tell me any example where you have seen the negative pressure in a pipe? That example I have, like so many people are knowing that part. अगर आपने अपने पापा के बाइक से पेट्रोल से निकाला होगा उनके टंकी से, तो आप वो पाइप देखे होंगे. उस पाइप का नाम I just want to ask all of you guys. So can you give me one example where you have seen the negative pressure in pipe? Negative pressure in pipe. Very good, Shubham. Very good. It will be a siphon pipe. It will be a siphon pipe. Very good. Since siphon pipe आपको पता है कि वहां पे negative pressure भी डेवलप होती है. That's something we call as vacuum. Yes, yes. पेट्रोल. लक्ष्मी, आपने भी पापा से बाइक निकाला है? Oh, that's great. Good to know that part. So sometimes fluid mechanics is required for thief also. They also know that fluid mechanics का बहुत ही ज्यादा wide application है. So without knowing the siphon pipe, if somebody is taking out petrol from your father's or from your friend bike, that is not good. You have to know the basic concept also for that. ठीक है? फिर कम टाइम में ज्यादा पेट्रोल निकाल पाओगे. So in less time you will find more petrol. Is that clear? पाइप फ्लो वाली बात समझ में आ गई? How with the help of free surface, how we have differentiated open channel flow and pipe flow, that you have understood? Yes or no? चलिए. So next parameter is direction of flow. Next parameter is direction of flow. Next parameter is direction of flow. Avinash, piston, yes, that is also one of the example. In piston also we try to develop vacuum pressure. We try to develop vacuum pressure in such a way that water can suck it out. Okay. Now come this here. अब हम बात करते हैं डायरेक्शन ऑफ फ्लो की. So first I will talk about open channel flow. First I will talk about open channel flow. In that, ये आपका हो गया channel bed. Everyone look it here. This is your channel bed. This is your water surface line. And this is your total energy line. And this thing I am taking as reference. This is your datum line. Everyone understand that part? You only will tell why this flow is going from gravity flow. आप सबको समझ में आ जाएगा why this flow is going from gravity flow. Understand here? ये कौन सा आपका लाइन है? ये आपका TL लाइन है. This is your TEL line. This is your which line? Can you tell me that? ये तो आपका channel bed slope है. तो मैं 2 पॉइंट ले रहा हूं. फर्स्ट पॉइंट को मैं बोल देता हूं, this one is V1 square upon 2G, that is velocity gradient. This is Z1. Second point I am taking here, that is Z2. This is pressure head. How can you find out pressure head? Can you guys tell me? अगर आपने FM पढ़ा है, can you guys tell me how can we find out the pressure head part? How can we find out the pressure head part? How can we find out the pressure head part? Can you guys tell me? In open channel flow, how can we find out the pressure head part? In open channel flow, how can we find out the pressure head part? Amol, I'm not asking you the formula, I'm just asking you the measurement device. कोई device बता सकते हो? Any device? Can you tell me that? Vertical line is not visible. Which vertical line is not visible? Actually, this datum line is not visible. This line I have drawn with a yellow mark. I think that's because of it's not visible. Okay, okay. So yellow, I don't have to use it. That I understood. No problem. I will erase that line. Again I will draw for you guys. So this is your datum line. Now I think you can see this part. Now this color is visible, guys. So some people are telling barometer, some people are telling pitot tube, some people are telling piezometer. Oh, everything, whatever devices you know, everything. Somebody will tell venturimeter. Very good, very good. Okay, so Lakshmi, that is crime. If you are telling piezometer for velocity, that's crime, Lakshmi. Understand, everyone? The device which we will use to find out the pressure, that is pressure head or piezometer. So you know that whenever a piezometric tube, if you insert that piezometric tube, up to what level the water will come? Can you guys tell me? For example, I will show you that. अगर मैं यहाँ पे ऐसे piezometer insert करूं, if I will insert the piezometer, कहां तक पानी का लेवल आएगा? कोई बता सकता है क्या? If I will use piezometer, can you guys tell me? Can you guys tell me up to what water level will come? जैसे ही आप piezometer insert करते हो, if you are inserting that piezometer, water will rise ना. So up to what level that water will rise? Lakshmi is having confusion between piezometer and pitot tube. Lakshmi, for ऐसे ये part मेरे को FM में deal करना है, but just for you I am telling Lakshmi, piezometer is for pressure measurement and pitot tube is for velocity measurement. That is a bothly different part. Pitot tube is based on Bernoulli principle and piezometer is based on manometric principle. So totally different thing. One is a pressure measuring device, one is a velocity measuring device. Salace and all, whatever, whoever is telling barometer, barometer is for atmospheric pressure measurement, not for water pressure measurement. पीजोमीटर आपका मैनोमेट्रिक प्रिंसिपल या उसको बोलते हैं हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रिंसिपल पे बेस्ड होती है. ये सारी चीजें ऑलरेडी आई विल डिस्कस विद यू इन एफएम पार्ट. एफएम वाले पार्ट में ये सारी चीजें मैं सेपरेटली डिस्कस करूंगा. राइट नाउ आई थिंक यू हैव अंडरस्टूड पीजोमीटर एंड माय क्वेश्चन इज, अगर आप पीजोमीटर इंसर्ट करते हो, इफ यू आर इंसर्टिंग अ पीजोमीटर, अप टू व्हाट लेवल विल कम? Up to what level the water will come? Water will come up to this level. Water will come up to this level. क्यों this level पे आएगा? Because outside pressure is atmospheric pressure. So here the maximum pressure it can get is the atmospheric pressure only. If you are inserting a pipe, a piezometric pipe in pipe flow, आपको ये चीजें यहाँ तक नहीं आएंगी, उससे ऊपर भी जाती हैं. और इसी वजह से आपका क्या हो रहा है कि यहाँ पे जो आपका ये लेवल आ रहा है, दिस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रीजन दिस लाइन वी कॉल एज HGL लाइन. HGL लाइन, हाइड्रोलिक ग्रेडियंट लाइन. बिकॉज यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, द प्रेशर एंड द डेप्थ, दिस थिंग जिसको आप पीजोमेट्रिक हेड बोलते हो, P/ρg प्लस Y. ये दोनों कहां पे आ रहा है, यहां पे आ रहा है. हियर y in place of y you can write z, यहां z लिखा है हमने. This p upon rho g plus z is nothing but piezometric head. Piezometric head. And this HGL line, this line is nothing but it's a locus of all the points which are having same piezometric head. वैसा point जिसके same piezometric head हो उसको join करता है. And it is happening in open channel flow. Why? Because understand, in open channel flow, this piezometric headline or this HGL line will exactly lie or exactly coincide over the free surface. ये free surface पे ही coincide कर जाता है. क्यों coincide करता है? There is a reason behind it. See, depth of flow is there, datum is there, but the pressure is only atmospheric pressure. If pressure will be something different than that, then definitely that HGL line will not come on the free surface. It is lying or it is coinciding on the free surface only because the pressure is atmospheric pressure. Is that clear, guys? Anybody having any doubt, they can ask me. Anybody having any doubt, they can ask me. Basic चीज बता रहा हूं मैं. Then I will tell you how we are going to differentiate open channel flow and pipe flow with respect to direction of flow. But right now I am discussing only basic things with you. So I want all of you to reply fast. I want all of you to reply fast. You have understood what is HGL line? If you join all the points which are having same piezometric head, that line formed is called as HGL line. In our case, in open channel flow, क्या हो रहा है friends? Here the pressure is only atmospheric pressure. Here the pressure is only atmospheric pressure, and datum is almost same. So what is happening? The P upon rho g is exactly coincide upon free surface. So everyone wants me to repeat the piezometric level वाला part. Okay. Understand? I am telling you again. पीजोमेट्रिक पार्ट जो होता है दोस्तों, पीजोमेट्रिक जो हेड होती है वो क्या होती है? प्रेशर हेड, दैट इज पी अपॉन रो जी प्लस जेड. पी अपॉन रो जी इज द पीजोमेट्रिक प्रेशर हेड एंड जेड इज द डेटम हेड. If you're adding these two, you will get piezometric head. If you're adding these two, you will get piezometric head. Salis is asking sir, first sir अपने बोला बैरोमीटर से एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर मेजर करते हैं, तो इसमें एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर है. Salis, I told we can measure that atmospheric pressure with the help of barometer, but atmospheric pressure ATM जो pressure होती है, that's a unit also. आपको पता होनी चाहिए. We always give pressure with respect to gauge pressure. अब आपको पता होना चाहिए कि atmospheric pressure क्या होता है, gauge pressure क्या होता है, absolute pressure क्या होता है. If you are not knowing this part also, I will explain it for you guys. But ये सारी चीजें clear रखो. These are the basic things. Faizan is asking, sir, if there could be pressure other than atmospheric pressure, in that case, HGL line will not coincide. और वो केस आपको अर्थ सरफेस पे कभी नहीं मिलेगा. Wherever you will go, you will find a atmospheric pressure. चाहे आप उत्तराखंड से हो, चाहे आप कन्याकुमारी से हो, if you are from Gujarat, Kolkata, Bangladesh also, pressure will be always atmospheric pressure. Whether you guys are aware of gauge, absolute and these things or not, because you are asking too much doubt regarding that. क्या आपको पता है कि what is gauge pressure, what is absolute pressure, what is atmospheric pressure? If no, if you guys will reply no, then I will explain you that part also, because वो समझना बहुत जरूरी है. That is very much necessary for you to understand that part. What is absolute, what is gauge, and what is atmospheric pressure, because that term I will use so many times. I want reply from all of you guys. Yes, Faizan, piezometric head remains constant at all point of HGL. Okay, so you guys are telling sir याद नहीं आ रहा, so before going to this I have to explain that part because you guys are asking this question. Okay, so for you guys I'm explaining that part for you. What is absolute pressure, what is gauge pressure? That's a very basic thing. Okay, listen everyone. Now everyone understand that part. See, this is your zero pressure line. This is your zero pressure line. Everyone understand? Then I will ask you question also. Zero pressure line. अब ये वाले पार्ट में देखिए, दिस इज योर जीरो प्रेशर लाइन, दिस इज योर एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर लाइन. नाउ यू विल आस्क सर, ये एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर कहां से आया? ये एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर कहां से आया? सी, यू नो दैट above you so much amount of air is there, and you know that air will give some pressure to you. Yes or no? That is the reason if you are going above on the hill surface or hill part, you are feeling little bit uncomfortable. Why? Because if you are going above, the pressure is going down. Why it is going down? Because that pressure is measure of rho gh. वो किसका मेजर है? rho gh का. और जब वो चीजें होंगी, when this thing will happen, तो प्रॉब्लम क्या आएगी? What problem will come? If that thing will happen, what problem will come? आपको रो वाली जो वैल्यू, आपकी डेंसिटी ऑफ एयर क्या हो रही है? डिक्रीज हो रही है. एंड व्हेन डेंसिटी ऑफ एयर विल डिक्रीज, व्हाट विल हैपन गाइस? What is happening guys? Okay, I will write on the right part, no problem. Whenever you are going on the hill part, आप देखते हो ना कि आपके नाक से, आपके नोज से ब्लड आता है. Why it is coming guys? Because understand that part. If you are living in the lower part, we have a certain amount of atmospheric pressure, and our body is assimilated of that pressure. If you are going in the hill part, the atmospheric pressure, the pressure outside in atmosphere, that suddenly changed, and it changed a lot, because rho value बहुत ही कम हो जाती है. In the lower part, we have too much particles thing. Because of that, the density of air surrounding us, it's high. But if you go in the hill part, you will find fresh air. In that fresh air, the particles are less. That means density will be less. So if density will be less, the pressure will be less. So if suddenly you are going in the hill part, you will feel little bit suffocated or discomfort. And with that what happens? Your body is assimilated of the lower temperature. जो आप ground पे थे, ground pressure के लिए assimilated थी. Suddenly you came on the hill part. So your body needs time to get assimilated of that. And because of that, what happens in your body, the pressure is more and out as compared to the outside. As compared to the outside air, in your body, the pressure is more. In that case, what will happen? Your blood will come out. Why blood will come out? Because you know that anything can flow from high pressure to low pressure. Inside body, high pressure is there. Outside air, low pressure is there. Your blood will come out. Is that clear? Is that part is clear? Now coming to this. So this is the atmospheric pressure, guys. So if you are not changing the elevation level, your atmospheric pressure will be almost same. This atmospheric pressure will change if you are changing the elevation level. Just to give you example, if I will take a person, if I will put you in the mean sea level, सबसे नीचे, and again I will suddenly put you in the Everest. From directly that mean sea level to the Everest, if I am putting you that, what will happen, guys? What will happen, you guys? What will happen? Within 60 seconds you will die. Within 16 seconds. I'm not telling you, I'm not exaggerating this part. I'm just telling you, within 16 seconds you will die. Because there is a very much change in the atmospheric pressure, and your body is not assimilated of that. So within 60 seconds, your all body function will stop working. So that's the effect. So मैंने क्या बोला? What I told is this atmospheric pressure will be always there if you are not changing your elevation. So if you are measuring a pressure, and you know that this atmospheric pressure will always coming. So अगर होता है कि कोई बच्चा अगर बार-बार आ ही रहा है, तो we will take out, okay, अच्छा ये तो आता ही है. That means if you are taking atmospheric pressure, then what will happen? भैया या तो इससे ज्यादा ले लो या तो इससे कम ले लो. Either it will be more than this or either it will be less than this, because this atmospheric pressure is remain there. So what we have done, as you are going up, you will find positive pressure. इसको हमने क्या बोला? Positive means your pressure is more than atmospheric pressure. So this we call as positive gauge pressure. This we call as positive gauge pressure. And if your pressure is going below this, below atmospheric pressure, this we call as negative gauge pressure. Negative gauge pressure. Negative gauge pressure. And this negative gauge pressure only we call as vacuum pressure also. इसी को हम vacuum pressure भी बोलते हैं. This something we call as vacuum pressure also. तो आपको समझ में आया what is atmospheric pressure, what is gauge pressure, ये दोनों बात समझ में आई. And the next part which you want to know, that is absolute pressure. The next part which you want to know is the absolute pressure. Now understand this. If you are measuring your pressure, from zero level, then this pressure we call as absolute pressure. Then this pressure we call as absolute pressure. So I'm just giving you a general definition. P absolute will be equal to P ATM plus minus vacuum pressure or gauge pressure. Don't say vacuum, use always gauge. This formula you need to remember. What I told you, P absolute pressure will be equal to P atmospheric pressure plus minus gauge pressure. Why I have written the plus and minus part? Because you know that gauge pressure can be negative also. That means negative means it is lesser than atmospheric pressure, and it can be positive also. That means it is more than atmospheric pressure. Fazan, yes, with respect to atmospheric pressure we call as gauge pressure. How much pressure is more or less? That's something we call as gauge pressure, and the reference point of it is atmospheric pressure. The reference line मैंने बनाई है, the reference line is atmospheric pressure. Why we have taken atmospheric pressure as a reference line? Because it is present each and every places at the same level. If you are not changing the elevation, if you are not changing the height, अगर आप height change करोगे तो atmospheric pressure भी change होती है. So this time I'm talking about whole ground level part. एक same ground level की बात अगर आप करो तो. So is that point is clear to all of you? क्या ये point clear हो गया? क्या absolute pressure ये part clear हो गया? Yes or no guys? क्या point clear हुआ या नहीं? क्या अभी भी doubt है? Absolute we have to measure from zero level. Whatever the gauge pressure you have to add with atmospheric pressure, then you will get the absolute pressure. That is the reason I have given you the formula also. P absolute will be equal to P ATM plus minus gauge pressure. बात समझ में आ गई? Everyone understood this point? See, today class is more about basics only, because tomorrow you will be in problem if I will not clear your basic. आप कल मेरे से यही सवाल बार बार पूछोगे. So it's better to clear all your basic here today itself, क्योंकि कल से हमारा मेन कंटेंट चालू होगा और मैं I don't want disturbance at that point of time. Yes, Lakshmi, if pressure is more than atmospheric pressure we call as positive gauge pressure. If it is less than, then we call as negative gauge pressure, and different name is vacuum gauge pressure. उसी का दूसरा नाम क्या है? The different name of that negative gauge pressure is vacuum pressure. Your doubt is clear or not, guys? आपको मैं एक्स्ट्रा एफएम वाला पार्ट बता रहा हूँ. This is the problem with me, because I am a teacher of fluid mechanics also. If you guys will doubt in your basics, then it's my weakness that I have to clear that part. It's my weakness that if you guys are having any doubt in fluid mechanics, it's my weakness that I have to clear that part. So हम अपने topic से we have slightly distracted from our topic, but I hope this point is also very important for you to understand. Otherwise, you will ask lot of questions. So can we go to the topic part? That's something we are discussing. That is the direction of flow. So here, if you look at this diagram, this is the TEL line. This is the TEL line. This is the TEL line. And this is the HGL line. This is the HGL line. So if I will say the flow is happening from first point to second point or second point to first point, tell me. What my question is to all of you guys, I know this the drawing I have made in the left part, that something is a problem for you. Slowly, actually, I think if you are aware or not, previously the picture will be on the right side top, but it's changed, so I need some time to get assimilated of that. Okay, so sorry for the disturbance, guys. From tomorrow onwards, everything will be okay. Not only tomorrow, from evening also. Small thing we'll discuss, Ishan. Small thing we'll discuss, and then you can start your work. It is from 1 to 2. It is from 1 to 2 liquid air. It is from 1 to 2. Flow is going from 1 to 2. That means E1 is greater than E2. That means total energy is greater than at one point as compared to E2. Then only the flow will occur, na? Because you know that if a flow is occurring, it will always occur from total energy difference. Tabhi hoga, tabhi flow hogi. If there is a difference in the total energy head, then only this flow will occur. So there is a difference in E1 and E2. What is E1? If you want to write down, you all know the basic formula of Bernoulli. So it will be Z1 plus P1 upon rho G plus V1 square upon 2G. And that is greater than Z2 plus P2 upon rho G plus V2 square upon 2G. V2 square upon 2G. Okay. Now everyone look at here. As you know that whether it's P1 or P2, both are atmospheric pressure, because atmospheric pressure is not changing throughout. Pressure is not changing along the length of flow. So if pressure is not changing along the length of flow, P1 and P2 is going to be same. So I'm cancelling this part. P1 and P2 I'm cancelling. Now second thing, what I'm assuming, it's a uniform flow. So if I'm assuming this part, I have to write it on the next page. Second thing, what I'm doing, if I'm assuming that it's a uniform flow, so you know that in uniform flow, the parameters like velocity, the parameters like depth will not change along the length of flow. This is the definition of uniform flow. So क्या होगा आपके पास, y1 will be equal to y2, and if y1 will be equal to y2, q is not changing. So आप बता सकते हो डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे v1 will also not change. That means that is v1 is equal to also v2. क्यों हो रहा है ये? क्योंकि q is constant. आपका डिस्चार्ज क्या है, वो कांस्टेंट है. एंड q इक्वल टू आप क्या लिखते हो, एरिया इनटू वेलोसिटी. area is nothing but width into y into velocity. Y is not changing, width is always constant, and this v is, it has to be same, then only this q will be constant. So v1 and v2 will be same. That means for uniform flow we can cancel out this part also. We can cancel out v1 square upon 2g also. So what are the things are remaining for you? That is, then it is decided that in open channel flow, Z1 will be equal to Z2 is the condition of flow. Specific energy line, don't talk about that point. Specific energy line, don't talk about that point. That we will discuss later. Right now, we will not discuss that point. We will discuss that point also. Don't say pressure at point 1 should be greater than pressure at 2 point. Every places it is atmospheric pressure. Every place it is atmospheric pressure. Pressure will be same, guys. Pressure is not changing throughout the motion of any river or any lake or whatever drain you are making. Pressure will be uniform. That is the reason we have cancelled that part. P1 upon rho g and P2 upon rho g. That's the reason we have cancelled that part. Now coming to the V1 and V2, why we have cancelled that part? To understand that part, what we have assumed? We have assumed this is a uniform flow. And whenever it is a uniform flow, depth of flow will not change, even velocity also will not change. So if V1 and V2 are not changing, we can cancel out V1 square upon 2g and V2 square upon 2g. So now the only thing which is remain to make a difference, that is Z1 and Z2. Z1 and Z2. So in open channel flow, if flow is occurring, it always occur because of Z1 and Z2 difference. There is a difference in Z1 and Z2, और इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? There is a difference in elevation head. If there is a difference in elevation head, definitely what will happen? Flow you will find. और इसी को आप क्या बोलते हो? This thing only you are telling as gravity flow. This is the only thing you are telling as gravity flow. So in a gravity flow, we have to give a difference in elevation head. Then only gravity flow can occur. Then only the gravity flow can occur. So after this line, after this derivation, if you have noted down this part, you all guys have to write down one thing. In OCF, flow is due to piezometric piezometric, don't write piezometric, it's better to write potential. In OCR, flow is due to difference in elevation head. And what about OCF? What about pipe flow? OCF का तो मैंने लिख दिया, but what about pipe flow? Below that you can write down in a pipe flow. Everyone write down. In a pipe flow, flow will occur if there is a difference in total energy head. If there is a difference in total energy head. If there is a difference in total energy head. If there is a difference in total energy head. If there is a difference in total energy head. So understand, I'm giving you a summary of that. In a pipe flow, total energy की difference होगी. If there is a difference in total energy, then only the flow will occur. But in OCF, if there is a difference in elevation head, if there is a difference in potential head, आपको flow होगी. Because the pressure is almost constant, it's atmospheric pressure only. So if there is a difference in elevation head, flow will occur. So for today, I think this much is okay, guys. एक दिन मैं आपको ज़्यादा दूंगा, it will be a problem for you. Tomorrow again we will continue from this point only. So today what we have discussed, I will give you a small summary about. We have started with the identification of open channel flow. Okay. After that we have discussed about which book you have to refer. That book name also I told to you. Real life application. Definition part, Froude number. What is the formula of Froude number that you guys have to remember? That is FR equal to V upon root under LG. Next one, difference between open channel flow and pipe flow. We have started. The first parameter for making a difference is the free surface. Free surface अगर होगा, if free surface will be present, it is the open channel flow. If free surface will not be present, it's a pipe flow or it is not a open channel flow. Next one, direction of flow. In direction of flow, I told you if there is a difference in total head, then only the flow will occur in pipe flow. But in open channel flow, if there is a difference in potential head, या elevation head, या datum head, flow will occur. Okay. Next thing in between, I told you about absolute pressure, gauge pressure, atmospheric pressure also. What's the difference between these three and what is the relation between these three? So these things we have discussed, these basic things we have discussed with you. We will continue from differences. We will continue from the third point, that is the velocity distribution, that I will discuss you later, and we will continue from that point. Tomorrow there will be no disturbance as today, because 20 minutes we have wasted today just because of that technical error. Tomorrow it will not happen. That's for guarantee from my side. And Sally's doubt is why V1 equal to V2, how it happened. Faizan, in pipe flow, pressure can be different at 2 points. Yes, it can be different because pipe is a closed surface. Pipe is a closed surface. There is no ability or there is no space for atmospheric pressure, or there is no place for atmospheric air. अगर air pipe में चली जाती है, for example, in if you see the sewer line, उसमें flow क्या होती है? It is flow is partial flow. So in that case, what is happening? The air will go inside. If air will go inside, definitely what will happen? Pressure will be atmospheric pressure. So in that case, pressure will be same. So coming to that, the Sally's doubt, as I told you, that we are assuming uniform flow. Uniform flow means what? The flow parameters like velocity, depth, these all things will not change throughout a section, along a flow at a particular time. एक particular time में आपके अलग-अलग section पे, in different section, you will not find any change in depth of flow. So if depth of flow is not changing, width of cross section is constant. So in that case, you know that Q is constant. We have Q will never change. Discharge will never change. So formula, you know, Q equal to A into V, A equal to B into Y. B you are not changing. Y you are assuming it is constant. Then V has to be constant. So that is the reason I have written V1 equal to V2, and in bracket I have written Q is constant. I hope you got this point. Salis, if your doubt is clear, please text me. After that, I will stop this class and we will again meet in evening 7 o'clock, 7 to 8:30 for environment, and 9:30 to 11 o'clock for open channel flow. मैं आपको relate करते हुए बताऊंगा. If you have any doubt regarding FM also, which is important for me to discuss in open channel flow part, I will discuss that part also. So okay. Okay guys. Okay, so thank you so much guys. We'll meet in evening and then again tomorrow also. Okay, thank you so much guys. Bye bye.